Welcome back to my channel. I feel like I have not done a wig tutorial in so long, but this video is so old, but this is still going to be a trending style. So I decided to do this braided crown that I see trending on TikTok, and this is my first time doing it. So I'll let you guys know throughout the video what I will switch up. But if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We do Black Girl Introvert Diaries weekly vlog, and then we do all types of things. We talk about growing, healing, everything girly, beauty, everything. So make sure you guys subscribe. Okay, so you guys see me part out my sideburns. Sometimes I do that because I'm lazy, and usually I just cut my sideburns off because I usually wear wigs. But when I don't cut them, I will use Got2b gel and dry them, and then work around the sideburns so that my wig is not too far down. So that's a good tip for you guys. And then this beginning part is if you don't know how to lay a frontal at all. So I'm honestly gonna let this part play, and then I'm gonna come back and like explain the style. And please forgive me, I haven't done these type of voiceovers in so long, so I'm trying to be as descriptive and helpful as possible. But with laying your frontal, it's a lot of melting, tying it down with a band, blow drying. You do not want that wig coming off and you are literally putting it on, okay? I wanted to mention two things. First, I definitely over bleached my knots. Your girl, I don't even know how that happened, but I should have used either a black hairspray or like a little bit of black hair dye on like a mascara wand or something. But when I'm doing these videos, sometimes I just be trying to get it done because yeah. But that is something you can use if you over bleach your knots. And second, I was gonna say, do y'all see the power of makeup? Do y'all see how ashy this lace was looking? And fun fact, you need to use a foundation color darker than your actual face when you do the perimeter of your hair, because imagine that part is like when you use bronzer. I think that's the right word. If you're a makeup girly, you know how you bring warmth back into your face? That's where your frontal lies, so you want to use a darker color. And then a hairspray, of course, tie it down, and we're back. And like I said, I would use black hair dye if I was wanting to fix the over bleach knots, but I just didn't do it this time. So as for my baby hairs, I've been into trying to do real subtle baby hairs. I've never been amazing at baby hairs. Sometimes I could really finesse it when I used to do hair, like my clients, but when it was on myself, it would be like, oh my god, what the heck, I don't know what I'm doing. So I just try to use the smallest amount of hair for my baby hairs and just swoop them. I don't really want to do the defined baby hairs all the time, and I'm starting to get away from baby hairs, if you know what I mean. So I'm trying. Like baby hairs, I know it's hard, and I am a former hairstylist, so I know how it feels. But I also use Nairobi foam and Got2b gel for my baby hairs, and then I tie it down quickly, blow drying as I go, because I don't want it to lift up. Even though this is waterproof glue, I just would say if you're a beginner to just start with blow drying, making sure you're not just letting that mousse sit on your hair. So now we're getting into the braided style, and I wouldn't recommend putting this big scrunchie. And if you do put a scrunchie, maybe if you curl it or something, I feel like it would be cute, but you don't necessarily need the scrunchie. I would also recommend maybe using like a rubber band. But if you don't want to use the scrunchie or rubber band, you can just mold your hair to go back. I just didn't do it this time because this is my first time doing it. But I would just mold it back with some foam. And then when you put the braid, you'll see why you don't really need the scrunchie. Or you could take it out after. So I ended up parting 2 sides on each side. This was, side note, so sorry. This was so much easier than I thought. Okay, you guys are going to be able to do this. I promise you. Literally part out 2 braids on each side. Braid loosely, and then you're going to pull the braids apart, and that's going to create the butterfly braid. And it basically is like a teased braid without using like a brush or something. So you guys are going to see me do the other braid. I use a little bit of mousse just to make sure all the hair was in where I'm doing my braid. And then I'm going to start from the bottom and start pulling the braid apart. The messier I feel like, the cuter. So it's up to you. Sometimes you just need a good tutorial, because when I tell you, I thought this was gonna be so difficult. Do y'all see the vibes? Y'all see it coming to life? I was like, oh, okay, boom. So next, you want to take each braid after you're done pulling it apart. Hurry up, Zylia. Okay, after you're done pulling it apart, you're gonna put each braid to the opposite side, and they're gonna use bobby pins and just play around how you want it to look. I would say stretch the braids pretty large, because I feel like that makes it look a lot better than it being skinny. So you guys will see me put in the bobby pins, and that part you just play around with that to how you want it to look. So at this point is where I would have recommended you take the scrunchie out, but I was just jamming. I couldn't see in the mirror that I could see my ponytail, so I thought I was living, my best life. But you could take the ponytail out by this point because the braid is already there, and this style hits. Oh my god, this style hits with curly hair. I just wanted to do something different. I've never done this, so I did it straight. But when I tell you, if you have like a curly wave, kinky curly deep wave, this looks so pretty with that. It looks pretty with the straight, but when you have that fluffy hair, it really looks like a headband, giving, crown butterfly braid vibes. And then I ended up taking out the ends of the braids right there that you guys see. You could leave them if you wanted to. Like, if you had curly hair, I doubt you would see it. But I just unraveled that part, and it didn't, come loose or anything because you have a bobby pin. That's why it's hanging. So like I told you in the beginning, I just ended up straightening the hair, had my little sideburn pieces. I would take out the scrunchie at this point next time. I would have fixed my over bleached knots, but I feel like it still looks so freaking cute. And if you guys use this tutorial, please come back and let me know if you were able to do it. I promise you're going to be able to do it. And also, if you want to tag me or DM me on Instagram, I want to see if y'all end up using my tutorial. But like I said, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next video.
Show.